Alright everyone, now we have a fairly concerning story. A copycat would-be killer, who has been picked up by the authorities, thankfully, who was going after a member of the Trump administration and apparently was invoking Luigi Mangione, actually. Or Mangione, I can't remember exactly how to pronounce it. I'm going to read some of this verbatim. A Massachusetts man who identifies as a woman told police that he went to the U.S. Capitol to kill members of President Donald Trump's cabinet and said he was influenced by Luigi Mangione. Mangione, okay. The man charged with fatally shooting the CEO of United Healthcare, prosecutors said in a court filing. Ryan Michael English, who goes by Riley English, was arrested Monday and remained in custody after an initial court appearance on Thursday. English didn't immediately challenge the pretrial detention, court records show. Interesting, by the way. English was arrested on weapons charges after approaching police at the Capitol and said he came there to kill billionaire investor Scott Bessent on the day that the Senate confirmed the South Carolina resident as Trump's Treasury Secretary, according to a Tuesday court filing. Investigators said they found a folding knife, 2 homemade firebombs, and a lighter in English's possession. Okay, so, I mean, you've pretty much established intent at that point. That's going to be legally troublesome. English also said he traveled from Massachusetts to Washington, D.C., intending to kill other Republican political figures, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and House Speaker Mike Johnson, and to burn down the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank, according to police. English changed targets to Bessent after reading an internet post about his confirmation hearing, police said. English told officers he was terminally ill and wanted to do something before I go, according to prosecutors. By the way, you've legally hanged yourself. You will be found guilty at this point. There's no doubt in anyone's mind, I think, about that. If you are ever charged with something, say as little as possible. That's generally the best thing to do. In this case, though, it's rather helpful because I'm assuming this is going to be a relatively quick trial. Oh, you told the police that you intended to kill somebody in politics because you were inspired by a serial killer and you had firebombs in your car. That's pretty cut and dry now, isn't it? This happens sometimes. It's definitely helpful. Just plead no opposition to the charges and just get it over with and save the taxpayers some money. I do not oppose the charges. Yeah, I intended to kill him. I told police that I intended to kill him. Then the legal system will do automatic appeals probably because I'm pretty sure that would carry a very hefty sentence. Probably not life imprisonment, but certainly, at the very least, you're probably going to the nut ward at that point. We've seen this before. And by the way, the legacy media will quietly disappear this story. Right now they're focused on the jet crash from yesterday. There's a reason for that, even though it was a fairly minor air accident. They're focused on that because they don't want to talk about this kind of story. They don't really want to tell people, hey, yeah, leftoids are irrational, dangerous, belong in the psych ward, and intend to kill people. That wouldn't look very good for your political stance, now would it? No, that would be bad. So they'll quietly disappear the story. It's probably the last time you'll hear about this, especially because it involves a trans individual who has to shave his ears, penis, or dilate, or I don't know. Who knows at this point? It's impossible to tell. So yeah, link in the description. Archived, of course. I thought that this was fairly news pertinent, because you're not going to hear about it if you go on MSNBC or CBS or one of these other networks. You might see it on Fox. Yeah, I mean, I believe that's where I archived the link from. Other than that, nobody is even aware that this happened. Yeah, a dude literally with firebombs was going to go and kill a member of Trump's cabinet. This is totally normal and rational, by the way. Happens all the time. All the time, people are planning to kill cabinet members. I don't remember, I think it's because Joe was boring as fuck. I don't remember a time in which there was any considerable threat to any member of the Biden administration, actually. They'll talk a big game, for example, about J6. How terrible it was. Insurrection, sedition, treason. Oh my God, they're trying to overthrow the country. But the Summer of Love riots, or the invasion of DC that one time, where they literally forced the White House into lockdown mode. Those don't matter. That's not insurrection. That was just, just a crowd of people. They got a little bit rowdy. Fiery, but mostly peaceful. Same again as the Summer of Love. It happens all the time. It's almost formulaic. Legacy media will take up a story. If people on the right wing do literally anything, if Ted Nugent jaywalks, it's front page news. But if Taylor Swift right now were to team up with Annie Lennox with baseball bats and go down the road smashing windshields, oh, well, they're protesting. It's just an expression of anger at the right wing. It would be excused, effectively. We're seeing that in real time right now. This dude literally tried to kill a member of Trump's cabinet. Also, you've had 3 different assassination attempts on Trump, one of which came within a single inch of being successful. I notice that other than the obvious rallying call of fight, fight, fight to, the MAGA crowd, the legacy media really retired that story awfully early now, didn't it? It's interesting. Oh, yeah, presidential candidate almost gets killed. Yawn. What's in the news today? That's the way that they're reactive. It was insane. And they're still doing it now. And they'll probably keep doing it for the next 4 years. That's the problematic part. That's about all. Peace out.